Okay, now I'm recording.
All right. So let's start about talking about like Gon as the main
We
protagonist
should
in
probably
Hunter x
like
Hunter.
first like introduce ourselves and stuff.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah,
Uh, Jeremy, do you
start
want to
start.
start?
Sure. Basically, you just say my name, Elias.
Yeah.
My name is Jeremy, and I'm very interested in the whip and Japanese culture, especially more, because it's very interesting to learn about like the people there and like how can they respect each other? How can they live so peacefully? So that's pretty much the reason.
Hey, my
How
name is
about
Lias. Uh, I basically came into anime because I didn't want to study and I wanted to find an addiction to keep me away from studying. Then I became interested in anime and actually liking anime and Japanese culture and so on and so forth. I've started in like 2019 or something, and it's just been an amazing ride since then, watching different animes, so on and so forth.
Um, should I go by my real
Yeah, yeah,
name or my like or just straight up?
yeah, 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 you can go, you can go.
Yeah, let's go with just straight on. Okay. So basically, what got me into anime was like when I was younger, there was like a certain channel on the TV. It had like anime from like 1990 something. So and even some of the 2000s. So back then I've watched some of Hunter x Hunter, but like the 1999 thing. I watched some of Naruto, like the earlier 2002 and everything. And then like back then I was just like thinking it's just like a cartoon, like normal cartoons, just like as a kid. But like when I became like older, I saw it like it had a huge base. There are like a multitude of different animes and everything. So like a year and a half ago, I just started, you know, just I wanted to watch something new, something more interesting than like normal TV, normal series, normal things. So I just like opened Hunter x Hunter, and it it was and it is still my favorite anime ever. But like yeah, um, the thing about anime, it's with normal movies, everything is limited to like the human capabilities. But in anime, there is no limitations. It's like
Yeah, 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 that's
everything
true.
everything in someone's imagination can be beautifully created into a show, and
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And plus, animation, like, and like manga gives like the creators and the writers the creative freedom that like filmmakers don't have. Like, sure, they have like CGI and stuff, but like CGI looks bad like almost all the time. But like with the anime and stuff, you know it's not gonna be real. You know that nothing is real when you're watching anime. So the creators like have more freedom in doing whatever they want with the anime, which gives the anime like spectrum a more like how do you say this? Uh, sh like
It gives like
a
more
more
depth for
vibrant feel
emotions.
and depth. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. So, today we're gonna discuss like Hunter x Hunter, right? Yeah, we're just gonna
yeah. Let's
discuss
start with it.
Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, yeah, that's what we're gonna start with. So, for me, I think like Hunter x Hunter is kind of overrated, actually.
Nah, bro,
Yeah,
nah.
yeah, yeah. For me, I think it's kind of overrated, especially by the Twitter community. Like they really hype up stuff that just for me, like at least just isn't it. Like For example, uh, they really hype up the relationship between Gon and Killua. When like I find like there are other relationships in anime that are much more like much more deep and much more yeah, much more deep in general than Gon and Killua. That's just my opinion though.
So like the most overrated anime, like um, in the starts for me was like Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan season 1 and 2. It was not the best, but everyone was just flaming that it's the best anime ever, you know. But like season 3 and 4, it became like one of the top.
Uh,
Have you read the manga, like the
yeah, yeah,
rest?
I did like until the end. Like I read all of the Attack on Titan
So
manga.
the end
Yeah, yeah,
for some people, it's not the best, but it works,
yeah, yeah. It's not the best ending out there, but like it could have gotten a lot worse. Like it could have been like the most disappointing thing ever. But like it's just a normal, like it's just an
Yeah,
okay
the writer
ending. It's
just
not a bad
just
ending.
reached middle ground between like so he did not risk a new thing. He did not risk like losing the whole fan base stuff. Just a normal ending, not
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
normal, but like
I mean,
middle ground.
yeah, yeah, yeah. To be honest, like when I saw the ending, I was like, he did not want to side with any sides in the actual story. Like he did not want to side with Parody nor with the other side. I forgot their name. He just wanted a middle ending, like a neutral ending. He didn't want an ending that would help any side, you know?
Yeah, so we can say that like the ending addresses that both people are wrong. No one is right, no one is more rightful than the other. Both are wrong. Both have twisted fates. Both have like twisted mentalities.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah,
yeah, yeah. Exactly, exactly. What animes did you watch, by the way?
so classic Naruto.
Yeah, yeah, that's a
Hunter x
classic.
Hunter.
Everyone watches Naruto, I feel like.
Uh, Hunter x Hunter. I watched Black Clover.
Oh,
Not bad.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I
So
feel like
like
everyone starts with Naruto, or like the first few animes are like Naruto for like almost everyone.
Same, same. I
yeah,
was thinking the same thing. Like, why Naruto? You know,
Yeah, yeah, I
it's
mean,
Naruto, bro.
I think it's because like
Uh,
it's one of the big three and it's like the most popular in the West. Maybe that's why.
yeah,
Because like, yeah, okay, sure, One Piece is the most popular in Japan, but the one anime that really made a breakthrough in the
yeah.
West
It
and like
won
other
an
parts in
award
the
like
world,
Anime of the Century. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, was Naruto. Whether it was good or bad to people, it was the one anime that really opened people's eyes to like anime and manga and all of that stuff.
Yeah, about like spending 700 plus episodes in an anime, you just feel like Naruto is living with you, you know? You know every aspect of his life, everything that makes him sad, everything that makes him happy. It's like you become emotionally connected with the character.
Yeah, 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 you build like it's not really a relationship
It's not a
as like the
relationship, it's
normal
like,
relationship like between people, but you
yeah,
start
it's just a
developing
connection.
that, yeah, yeah, you start developing that
Mhm.
emotional connection between you and that character, as in like in this example like Naruto. But really the anime that like again that opened the world's eyes to like anime or manga and all of that stuff was Naruto. Like yeah, like between
Yeah,
the
and
big
it's
three,
also,
it was Naruto.
yes, it is also, how should I say it? It addresses real world problems in more of a simple manner. Like let's take the pain arc for example. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
so Nagato, he saw the world as everything was negative, everything was against me. I need to take my revenge from everyone. And then when he practically annihilated the village,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like Naruto told him, like, you did that. I cannot forgive you by any means. I cannot. You killed a lot of people, so you can't forgive me, and I can't forgive you. How would we like get middle ground? And then in like real life, that happens. Nothing really reaches middle ground. Nothing really reaches equilibrium. Someone has to sacrifice. Someone has to suffer.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
just,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree.
it's like Naruto has like so deep things just in like simple thing that everyone could understand. Like real world problems,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
so
yeah.
simple.
I mean,
Yeah,
with like One Piece as well, like it addresses a lot of real world issues like racism, slavery, war, genocide, stuff like that. But how do I say this? Like with One Piece, sure you're emotionally connected to like the group, like the Straw Hats, but at the same time you're seeing the sides of everyone in the story, like the Marines, the Revolutionary Army, the Straw Hats, the Yonkers. You're seeing the point of view of everyone. So at the end you realize like not everyone is right. The Marines aren't right. The Revolutionary Army isn't right. The Straw Hats aren't right. It's just how you like what's your perspective on the world, and what you think is right. Like there is no good side and bad side, which is a very good thing that I really like about One Piece.
yeah, we could say everything is relative to one another. How good or how bad is just relativity.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Like of course, like it depends on the person. Like I might not like the stuff that you like, and you may not like the stuff that I like. So it really depends on the person that is consuming this type of media.
Exactly, like a conflict of opinions is bound to happen in every way, shape, or form. That's why anime is like so golden.
Yeah, 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 exactly. So,
Oh,
Stefan, you have anything to say before we start with the topics that we have like planned?
Hmm. I would say it's interesting that you're going through thesis, antithesis, and synthesis, the truth being somewhere in the middle, which is always nice. We exist in shades of gray, and it's nice to see our media represent that now and again.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. So, I mean, we could start the podcast by like talking about I mean, Jeremy really wanted to start the podcast by talking about like how Killua is underrated, but like in my opinion, I think he's overrated actually.
but let's just start Hunter x Hunter
Yeah, yeah,
from
yeah, yeah.
very
We should
from the
probably start.
very yeah. So about this anime and how it is like different from other things, it's like in other known anime, mm, the protagonist always wins. Like he's the hero, he does everything right, he wins every time, right? But then we have like Hunter x Hunter at the start of the Hunter exam, right? Or at the end, I should say. Like he forced through the Hunter exam as like the strong, the one that can do the impossible, and then like a very normal character just came and demolished him in the finals. You know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's very representative of the real thing. It's like, yeah, you're the protagonist. Yeah, your luck is so good, but then in reality, you're not that strong.
I
That's how
mean,
like
what I feel
that.
like what people misunderstand about the protagonist is that he's always the strongest or like he's always the one who should win. When in reality, you're just seeing his point of view of the story. You're not like, what if the villain was the main protagonist of the story? He would have like lost, which would be devastating to people who think that yeah, the protagonist should always win and the protagonist should always be the strongest. So
Hmm.
I feel
Yeah,
like
it's
a
kind of
lot,
new.
yeah, exactly. Like it's starting to become more and more into anime where like the main protagonist doesn't always win or like doesn't always unlock a new power every arc or like doesn't doesn't feel like he's way too overpowered for his universe.
Well, the protagonist is always just the person we're following. Their moral alignment doesn't really matter. Protagonists can be good or evil as long as they are the person that the story is focused on. I mean, overpowered protagonists have become such a thing that it's kind of becoming a joke. See One Punch Man.
Yeah, 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 yeah. One Punch Man.
He's a classic, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
One Punch Man really does show you that the main protagonist being the strongest has become a joke.
Not only that, but he's sort of an urban legend in his own universe because no one believes that he is who he is, and he's not interested in proving it. So that's just a fun reversal of the situation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But how do
So
you feel that Hunter x Hunter subverts things? It's because the protagonist has his metaphorical butt handed to him.
yeah, you can say that because like um for protagonists to like lose, they have to lose to someone that is somewhat important in the story, you know? But like here, he lost to like a character that was just made this thing, and then was I think had 2 seconds of screen time after this, and that's it. He was not like a character inside the thing. And then after that, in the other arcs, in like the Greed Island arc, he also was every time like fighting the guy with the white outfit. Not
Hmm.
sure his name. Every time he was like losing and losing again, losing again, losing again. He never won.
I
You know?
mean, that's just life sometimes. Sometimes you don't win. Sometimes you realize that you're outclassed and you've got to find smarter ways to fight instead of.
Yeah, that's the beauty of this anime. You know, it's like not
Mm.
always we gonna win, not always you're gonna think, but like uh, and through the anime, Gon is just like the cheerful kid that thinks everything is optimistic, even if he loses, even if he gets injured, even if like life just bashes around him. It's
That's
everything is
honestly an
optimistic.
enviable attitude.
Yeah.
To be honest, like I don't know how he gets that smile every time, even after he gets beaten up like multiple times. Like to be honest, the only fight that he really won was in Chimera and like the last fight against Pito. Like that was the
Yeah,
only
yeah.
time that I remember that he actually won.
The thing
Same
is
like
about that arc, though, it was like the cheerful Gon, the one that was so optimistic. In like a second, he became the darkest character in the whole anime. And then the main protagonist, the king, at the start of the Chimera Ant arc, he was like the symbol of evilness. But then at like the last part, most of the people they like had sympathy for him. So the how should I say it? The positions switched. Gon lost Kite, and then he just switched on to dark mode. You know, Everything went black in his eyes. Just, I want to kill this character, this creature.
You got to have a dark mode. All the applications these days need to have a dark mode. It's easier
I
on the
mean,
eyes.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, yeah, I mean, like,
'Cause-
And that's the thing with Gon. I've always wondered how he keeps smiling, how he keeps just having hope while like while like we people in real life sometimes we need that, you know, like we really need to have hope in life, not always be depressing in any situation. Like it's amazing to see. That's why I like about Hunter x Hunter also, like about Gon and especially Killua. Killua is just another cheerful kid who is always beside Gon. So
I mean, people should smile
that's
more in
part of it,
general.
yeah.
Like in real life as well, people should like smile more because the world has been so depressive. Like even before COVID, the world has been like so depressing, and COVID really accelerated that depression in people to make him smile less, more angry, more stressed, more agitated. So I think like people should like start smiling more. Even when like it's if it's just like walking down the street to the nearest like shop to get like 2 packs of chips, people should really smile more, to be honest. It could like really change someone's day, even like if it's indirectly.
Yeah. And another thing about the Chimera Ant arc as a thing, it's like the last fight, not the last fight, the fight between the king and Netro. This fight had so many meanings. Like Netero, the evil symbol, he was not trying to fight. He was just trying to sit down and talk out of it. Cause like him playing with the character, playing the this game, like I don't know the name of the game, but it's like chess, I think. Yeah, that character opened his eyes on like life and everything. Cause basically the king was just born like 2 weeks ago or something, and then the king tries to sit down and talk to Netero, but Netero, the human, just wants to fight. He does not give the king some anything to like talk about. Just wants to fight and fight. He fought till the last thing, and just activated the bomb inside his heart. He did not give him a break. He did not listen. That's human nature.
I mean, I feel like humans are really scared about like unknown stuff to the point where they lose all reason in their brain, and they just wanna like run away from it or like remove it from existence, when in reality it couldn't, like
Nuke
it
it.
could be, yeah, yeah. I mean, when in reality like it could be a good thing even if you don't know anything about it. So like, for example, I think like a lot of people don't really like this might get a little political, don't really like people of like other groups, like other ethnic groups and other races and stuff, because they don't know about that culture, they don't know about their lifestyle, they don't know about the food they eat or the music that they listen to or the cultural holidays that they have, and they really start developing bad intentions towards them just because they don't know anything about them. And like that fight really showed human negligence to the unknown.
Exactly. Like so what Netero was coming from was like he hears the king kills, eats humans, does that, does this. So he assumed the king would never return to like peacefulness. He would never return to mind. He just wants to kill, so I want to kill him. It's like that's humans. Everyone like why is there um, people, especially like why was there racism at the start of everything? Because the people would just say those people do bad things. They do not ever do good things. Like especially in media nowadays, it's like those people, those are terrorists. Every one of them is terrorist. So the human perceives that we stay away from those, or if we ever encounter them, we just want to like get rid of them, to like prevent any other interaction with them. And that's just sad, you know.
It's not just that people are different, therefore we hate them. There are times when it's useful to not think of other people as people, especially when you're looking for their stuff or you want to be able to convince humans to kill other humans, which is a very hard thing to do unless you're convinced that the person you are fighting is in fact inhuman somehow. Um, yeah, that's an interesting thing to go through. Now, I can't relate to this on the level of Hunter x Hunter. I've not seen that myself, and I'm not
Oh shit.
sure. Am I
Just
the only person
spoiling
here who
me.
hasn't seen Hunter x Hunter? Because
I
Oh
think you are.
man,
I
why
think
did
you
you let
are.
me like just spoil it?
I mean, I don't. Spoilers are. I feel kind of a silly thing. If the story is fun, then seeing the culmination of it is just noticing all the little things leading up to that final moment. Like, I don't know, the spoiler. Snape kills Dumbledore. It's like, okay, but what's the context? Oh, well, you don't know that, but read it to find out. Uh, Even if you know how something ends, it can still be fun to take the journey and see how you get to that point. And
Also, for you,
yeah,
like spoilers are somewhat a good thing if it was like a very distant spoiler. Then you can see how the story just. Then you can, I don't know, just imagine how the story would unravel. Yes?
I mean, yeah, but that's what like fan fiction's for. Like, if you don't like how
Oh.
something goes, you can just you can just decide, no, no, actually, that's not how it went. These people love each
Yeah.
other. It's all good.
So, what anime did you watch?
Oh, an exhaustive list would take a long time. But I see that the topic list for today is Hunter x Hunter, Naruto, and One Piece. And I have seen some Naruto. It's just, oh man, my little brother would be much better at see all of these. I'm fairly certain that at one point he watched an exhaustive amount of Naruto, and then Naruto Shippuden, and then Naruto's son. Uh,
Boruto, man.
yes, exactly. Or alternatively, Boruto's dad Shippuden, and then Boruto.
Yeah, you could say that.
You
But like,
shouldn't be
uh,
allowed by law to say that. That shouldn't be legal.
yeah, but
Who's going to arrest me? Who's going to stop me?
man, you know, Naruto just stole the spotlight. Like, just last episode of Boruto, Naruto just stole the whole thing.
Bro, every time Naruto comes up in a fight in Boruto, the ratings on the episode are so high compared to when Boruto is fighting. People like saw the beginning of Boruto and they just like did not like Boruto, even though he changed as a character. They just have that first impression of him that
First
yeah,
impression, yeah.
he's such a dick. So that like
He's just a
they
bratty
yeah
bitch.
yeah yeah exactly. So that's why like people don't really like him because every time they see him, they remember that first impression. So they don't really like the episode, even though it would be like a good episode, like good animation, good fight, good
Yeah,
scenes.
the animation in Boruto is spot on.
Hmm.
No
Yeah, yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah. I think the studio is allocating the budget towards like Naruto's fights.
Yeah.
I'll just say, like, please don't confirm if this is true, but I think the only time that Boruto is going to escape his father's shadow completely is the day that they do the very unpopular thing of, well, Naruto's dad died, and that kind of shaped him as a character. So they've always got that punch that they can throw at some point.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that
It
would be
it
the
it is.
saddest one.
Yeah. I mean, we'll just
It's
have to wait
bound
and
to
see.
happen
Eh,
somewhere, but like,
yeah, it
It's
no,
should
the
happen
please
someday.
no.
I mean, the reason you have legacy characters like that is for them to get uh, got by the new hotness. But you know, Naruto was extremely powerful, apparently still is. So it would be difficult to justify, even if they just sideline him for a while. You know, have him get into a fight with somebody, he gets put into the hospital for a while, and eventually, you know, Boruto gets to come into their own.
Yeah, you can say that.
I feel like that's the only way Boruto could redeem himself in the anime is
Yeah,
by having Naruto be put on the sideline or like be killed, and then Boruto having to go through that character development.
yeah. So, um, uh, so the topic today is like it's not bound to an anime, so we can jump between animes, right?
Yes. So basically, we can bound to any anime, like especially Naruto, like the big three, I mean the big ones, Naruto, One Piece, and those.
Goodness, that's far
Yeah.
too much power to give us.
Yeah. Can we just can't we talk about the new gen things? Because they have some
Sure, we you guys can talk about that too.
yeah,
Like
Demon
what?
Slayer,
Like
bro.
what?
Demon Slayers, yes, that
Okay.
we can talk about that.
Okay.
Boy Tanjiro is just pure.
Yeah, I think
He's the purest being.
he's very nice in the anime. I hope to see more things about him in the future. I don't know how the next season will treat my boy Tanjiro, but I hope he's still fine because these days I think we're having a lot of characters that people said that in the coming manga they are going to turn like a dark side of themselves. Like for example, sorry I lost the name. The guy from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah.
Um, or Deku from My Hero Academia. People said they're gonna turn in some kind of dark side. I hope Tanjiro stays as cute and
As
kind of
pure,
that.
as lovable,
Cute.
as optimistic as possible.
Yeah.
I do feel
But
like for
like,
future episodes, it would be best if like we're given a little bit of homework, like okay, watch this, this, and this, or watch two episodes, watch these two episodes, and we can discuss. Just like because we've got all of anime canon to look at right now, and it's a gosh darn tab on Netflix. There is so much of it. There is so
Yeah.
much.
Even
there
on
is.
Crunchyroll, I understand. That's why this is just our first episode, first podcast session. Next time, like I'll ask you guys what you guys want to discuss and topic on, and like I'll set up the list, everything on Word or
Yeah.
PDF. So
No, like I'm happy. I'm happy to vibe. It's just if we've had
Yeah,
all
yeah,
of anime to work
vibing is
with,
just natural, you know.
yeah. If we have all of anime to work with, then like could each of us pick something, talk about it for a bit, and other people have seen it or who want
sure,
to
sure,
see it
sure.
can react?
Yeah,
Yeah, that
yeah,
could.
that could work. So sorry about that, Stefan. It's just
No, no, no. It's fine.
It's
Look,
okay. It's okay.
you
I mean,
can't
the
find your
first,
way out of a dark room without feeling around, right?
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, the first episode should be just like a chill episode, like where we don't talk about anything in specific. We just chill.
Fair
Just
dues.
jump
Do we want to
between
chill and
things.
also introduce ourselves? Like, would that be a good thing? I don't. I don't know.
We just could do whatever, man. It's just the first episode.
I
Just
crave
basically,
structure.
yeah, basically just introduce ourselves, until we can also find some place to record, like a studio, something like that.
Yeah, yeah, we
Yeah.
should probably find a
Uh,
professional studio that
I
we could
think
record in.
me, Elias, and Jeremy just introduced ourselves.
Yeah,
The
so
other three.
yeah, yeah, you should probably introduce ourselves.
All right. I showed up a little late to the party. Hi, I'm Stefan. what else did you share beyond that? Is it just hi, this is my name, or is it like hi, this is my name, this is what I watched most recently? Like, what's
You
the
can
vibe? What's the structure?
It was
so
like
have
how I started anime,
yeah, have you
how
started?
I'm in
Have you
love with the
got into
culture.
like anime and stuff?
How I got into anime? I mean, anime to me was just like weird cartoons, but this is when I was young in the '90s. Like I was born in 1990. I grew up watching like reruns of translated French shows on TQS in the morning, and that's where I first saw Dragon Ball. And it didn't get me. It was like, oh, cool. There's a boy on a mountain, and there's a big green man who's going to train him or something. Like, oh, cool, interesting. But the first time that I really got into anime was actually visiting Otakuthon in 2006. I sat down and watched The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, and I got hooked because it was so wild and off the wall, and like the moment the classroom becomes space, and let's start fighting now with Nagato versus student council president. That just it was so weird that I needed to get more of it, and I just spiraled out from there.
I think we all like spiral out into anime with just like as soon as we get that catalyst in, we're so hooked on anime, it becomes surreal.
Agreed. And there's so many catalysts nowadays. More shows are being made all the time, so everyone can find their own little any crush and get hooked.
It's like weed but legal.
Yeah. So anyway, that's me. I released the floor. I mean, weed is also legal now, so welcome to
Yeah, I'm still,
Canada and so
yeah,
forth.
I'm still not used to that, to be honest. But like, yeah,
that's that's fair. That's fair. It's still a novelty, but yeah, no, honestly, it's great. Anyways, that's me. I released the floor. Thank you.
Go ahead, Arkan.
Oh, okay. Let me um, drop me in the pool. Okay. Well, my name is Alfredo. I'm 20. I my birthday was yesterday. I got into
Happy
anime.
birthday.
Happy
Yeah, thank
birthday.
you.
happy birthday, bro.
I got into anime like I am really I. This is very recent, if you could say. Last I have been watching like from last 2 years, but I knew some animes from my childhood. I have one cousin that loves a lot to watch Dragon Ball or Naruto. I just enjoyed the episodes I could watch with him, but it doesn't have much impact on me. That changed when a friend of mine started to watch anime, create an account of my anime list, show me how many shows he had watched, and it gave me curio- curiosity. So I think when Doctor Stone was releasing, it got a lot of attention. It has a little bit of content related to my career, so it got my, as I said, my curiosity. After that, you could guess what happened. One after one after one after one of animes, and I really enjoyed this kind of stuff a lot.
Well, I guess it's my turn.
Okay, go
Yeah.
on.
Okay. Hi, my name is Jennifer. I got into anime at a really young age. Like as long as I can remember, I just remember watching Sailor Moon, Tokyo Mew Mew, and all those like other anime on TV. And I just like continued watching it and made some friends with it. Um, yeah.
That's great.
Heck yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
That's enough for me.
Now, we
That's
talking like
good.
Sailor Moon Classic, Sailor Moon Crystal? There's been a no wait, was that card Captor Sakura Crystal? Goodness me, I'm out of my depth. But
I mean, I did watch Cardcaptor Sakura too. Like every girly anime that you can ever imagine. Yes, I've seen it.
I should probably like
So
All
Start
right.
So
and Sailor Moon.
are we all in like university? Just asking.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we're. I think
Yeah.
we all are.
I mean, I don't know if it's just me, but do you guys notice like as soon as you go to university, like the amount of anime that you watch is like reducing?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the case
Yeah.
as soon as you have fewer hours in the day to devote to it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
And
especially
I
with
think
Yeah.
it's
season.
just like the start. Everyone is like crammed and everything.
Anime
Like,
is like a nice little candy you sometimes get at the end of the day, or like, oh, it's late, but I've got a half hour. Scrolling through Crunchyroll.
I mean, yeah, especially
cram
like
2 episodes or something.
yeah, yeah. I mean, especially for like first years and stuff, me included. Since like university is such a different experience than high school, and like life moves really fast, especially like this first term, life, like for me at least, it's feeling like I'm losing hours in the day. So like the time I can like watch anime or like play video games or whatever is like so little, or like it's not little, but I feel like it's so little. So until like we start like easing into university life and starting to like manage our time better and stuff, we'll have like more time to like spend on anime and stuff.
Damn, that's a little wishful thinking because this is my like fourth year in university, second degree. I'm still like not managing my time well. So like, um, I hope that works out for you, but
Oh,
it's not
God.
working out for me.
Great
Time,
Not
omens.
at all.
Oh God, oh
time
God.
management has nothing to do with being a decent student. Time management has everything to do with whether you're willing to put the time in, ironically enough. And yeah, it's like, oh, here's all these cool tools I could use to organize my time. I mean, I won't do it, but I have them.
I have
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have them in my
exactly.
property.
That's an absolute move. So yeah,
Just at the end of the day, going like, wow, what did I do today? It's all a haze.
0.
Let's do tomorrow.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like you
But I
lay
don't.
everything, you do everything as instructed, and then at the day,
Yeah,
you just like if you have like 6 tasks, you just do 1 or 2, and that's it.
I mean,
yeah.
starting a list is a great way to
Yeah.
organize your time.
But
Yeah.
I just don't understand how people can like watch the current season and not like accidentally drop it because of assignments because that's what happens to me. And then in the end, I'm just like, okay, I'll just wait until the season ends, go on my anime list and be like, okay, what's the rating? Is it over 8? Okay, watch that one. If it's
Oh,
below 8, don't watch it. And I'm just like, is this a smart move or am I just missing out on some of the other animes? Because like some garbage can be treasure, you know? So I don't know.
Yeah.
okay. So is it worth going over like, hey, what's anime that you dropped but that you feel you shouldn't have?
Yeah.
I mean, if you like watch an anime, even if it's like if it has a low rating, if you watch an anime and like you find it enjoyable, it should be worth your time, to be honest. Because like
It is,
anime
yeah.
is like for like everyone sees, there's so many anime out there now that you're bound to find your favorite one. You're bound to find one that's perfect for you. Even if the ratings are low for it, you shouldn't really care about other people's opinion that much. Like yeah, you should take it into perspective, but like it shouldn't be the main factor in deciding whether you should watch anime or not.
You should be able to go, this garbage is my garbage and I love it. Stay away. I will be a raccoon, a
Exactly.
very happy raccoon.
Oh.
Coming back to something that Alfredo said, though, you said you like Dr. Stone because it reminded you of what you do. Like, can you elaborate on that?
He's gone.
I just connect my headphones and
Oh,
they and my microphone doesn't work.
oh
Could
no.
could you repeat your question?
Yeah. You mentioned while you were introducing yourself that Dr. Stone connected with you because it was related to either a job you have or what you're studying. Like, what was the hook? What was it that got you about Dr. Stone?
Uh, at first, it was that I saw a YouTube channel that explains science, and it says that Dr. Stone was just too accurate, and so that was my first hook. But when I starting viewing more and more episodes, I just discovered that there is something more in Dr. Stone. In this case, it's like retrospective of the evolution of human knowledge, and viewing acting in that way was making me love even more the show.
Heck yes. And another question. So we're all in university. Are we all in Concordia? Is that where we all are?
I mean,
Yeah.
I
I'm in
am.
Yes,
Concordia.
Yep,
I am. I am.
we're
All
all
right.
there.
We're
Yep.
all Concordia.
All right. Like, what's everybody's programs? I'm in communications, second year.
I'm in
I mean,
computer engineering first year.
Oh, me too.
Oh
okay.
shit, we're in the same in the same
Let's
course.
go.
Let's
There you
go.
go. That's secretly what I was hoping for two people to have the same thing and go like, "Oh my god, I feel seen." Go,
Yeah.
yes.
I feel I have a partner. Yay!
You got a friend in me.
Yeah,
Okay.
same. I'm in computer engineering too, and my first year.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Ta-da.
The
Okay.
triangle showed
In
up.
physics. In physics, my undergraduate year.
All right.
Yeah.
What are you guys' favorite anime? Like just like
Mm,
talk about your favorite anime of all time, the one that you feel shines the most above every other anime.
So, like, if I had to say, like, if we said like Naruto, I cannot like compare it with other anime. This one is like 700 and something, and the other anime was just max out at like 150 or something, you know? So I can't possibly like have how should I say it, like an equal comparison between both of those genres. So for the like small anime genres till the 150 something, my favorite one is Hunter x Hunter. What
Amazing
about
anime. I
you,
haven't seen it
Stefan?
yet, but I heard a lot of good comments from Hunter x Hunter. People
Mm,
said that the day it finishes, if it finishes, it will simply be the best anime in the rest of the community.
maybe.
I mean, to be honest, like for me, it doesn't really matter how many episodes are in it. Because like for me, my favorite anime is like One Piece. But I could really compare it to other anime because like the pacing with One Piece is so bad. Like as a One Piece fan, I absolutely agree with the fandom. The One Piece pacing is bad. It is horrendous. But like so like that doesn't really matter to me like episode wise. What matters to me is that how they present the story to you or like how they give you the story in a way that you could enjoy it. So like for example, like even for smaller anime, like I really like Doctor Stone, like Vinland Saga, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, like I really like those three. But I really fucking love One Piece. Not for the episode count, but like how good it is to capture emotions and like talk about real world problems.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Talking
I
about
think I think I've already lost count of like how many episodes I'm watching of One Piece. Even I know someone who just like lost count. So I'm like, let me wait if I have more time, like maybe on the holiday, then I'll kind of like binge watch binge watch it.
Yeah, yeah,
What you
that's
need
what
to
That's
I
do
did.
is take some time off, go to a monastery, and watch nothing but One Piece for a while. And then when
yeah.
you return to civilization, you'll be ready. You'll know all about the Straw Hat Pirates, and you'll be good.
I mean, that's what I did. I just watched One Piece over the summer break. I didn't even play with my friends or anything. I just binge watched One
Oh,
Piece from beginning to end, and
try
I finished it in
harding
like
One Piece.
2
One
months.
Piece.
I finished it in like
Whoa,
two,
whoa.
3 months. The
Boy
entire
was
One Piece
grinding.
anime. Yeah.
My man was rushing. You're a champion.
Wake up, One Piece, lunch, One Piece, dinner, One Piece,
Yeah.
sleep.
Yeah. Literally. It was
Yeah.
literally that.
Oh.
My take on One Piece is like I would somewhere in my life I would actually like watch it, but like when it ends, I'm waiting for the ending.
Wait more.
You wait more.
It's,
Yeah, yeah,
I think
it's
that's
I would
like
what
do
my
the same
friends
thing.
do. That's like the game plan for a lot of people, like to watch One Piece when the ending comes out.
I will watch it, but the ending, I want the ending. What
Okay.
about you, Stefan? What is your favorite anime?
Yeah.
Oh, gods above. I
Difficult question.
just say I think my favorite anime that I ever watched was Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood for all the reasons cited above. It has an ending, it gets there well, and I friggin' love the characters. Like whenever I'm feeling kind of blah, I love just going through the last few episodes and seeing how everything culminated because I already know how things went. I just need to see the attack on Central. I need to see Mustang versus Envy in the tunnels. I need to see everybody versus Father. It's some good stuff, and it's just utterly delightful. Right now, though, I quite enjoyed Tsukimichi. It recently ended what I hope will be just its first of several seasons, but a delightful little isekai romp. I'm also currently watching The Aquatope on White Sand, which is very sweet and slow and calm. Uh, yeah, so I guess it's just different vibes. I just tune in to a show now and again when I have a little bit of time off.
Okay.
That was nice.
What about you, Jeremy? What's your favorite
What
anime?
about you?
Go. Okay.
I'll pick you. Guess. I think.
What happened?
Earth to Jeremy, Earth to Jeremy, are you there?
Huh? Are
Who's
you
left?
asking me or?
Oh yeah.
No, I'm asking Jeremy.
Favorite anime, huh? That's kind of hard to pick. If I were to choose, probably Cardcaptor Sakura, because it's like one of the first animes that I've ever watched, and like, I watched it again earlier, and I'm just like thinking, like, this author just connects it to all her other stories. Because there's also another animation that this author made called, what was it, Tsubasa Chronicles or something like that. And it's with the same characters, but like different world. And I'm just like, how the hell did she manage to just connect all her stories into one?
That's so sweet. So she's got her very own anime multiverse.
Yes, it's like crazy.
Damn.
I love that. I love that. The Card Captor
Okay.
expanded universe.
That would be
Yeah.
so interesting, though. I want to watch this.
Yeah, I mean, if you can pick out like specific episodes to look at, that could be the subject of an episode. Just like, hey, let's talk about how authors can have fun across multiple series that they run.
Yeah, that could be an idea for an episode. I'm totally on board with that idea, actually.
So the thing that gets on my nerves about some of the anime I watch is the fan service. You know, it's when it's like overdose.
Do you not feel serviced enough? Should they service you more or less?
No, no. It's like in some anime, like Fire Force, for example.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I understand.
It's fan service like
Definition.
at the top. No story, no nothing. Fan service.
Well,
At
well,
least it's not like
in
free.
Seven Deadly
Free is
Sins.
like free is like fan service for women, but like
Well,
expose
like,
more muscles and everything.
I feel like a lot of sports anime is just, hey, come look at these rippling athletic bodies. We'll just emphasize them in the shots a lot for reasons.
Zoom
I just
on,
I just read free for the articles.
Wait, does Haikyuu do that too? Because I barely watched Haikyuu after the first episode because it's like it's too much positivity while you lose a sport. So I'm
Okay,
just
who
like,
here
Need
who
some
oh,
here has
positivity
seen
in my
who,
life.
who here has seen enough of Haikyuu to make a judgment call on this?
I mean, I've seen the first season.
I mean, I
They
finished
they
it.
don't they don't take their shirts off, so
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. No shirts off. Don't worry.
Yeah.
If the shirts are on, the fans are gone. You know what they
Yeah,
say. You know what they say.
yeah. But I feel like fan service is
Like
just there to
he's a real
stack up on the
jumper.
views.
That boy Hinata.
Because like when you
isn't
have
the
a
Japanese
lot of
Olympics like they implement like they put in some anime references into the Olympics, or is it they like wore Haikyuu shirts or something?
Yeah, they wore Haikyuu shirts. They even like did the opening, the ending, everything. They did the
Considering that
opening
anime,
of Attack on Titan, like in the archery for some reason. I don't know why there was not a single archer in Attack on Titan, but yeah.
uh, considering that Attack on Titan is, such a cultural juggernaut, and just anime in general is just a huge cultural export that they own. Like, of course, you'd want to show that. It's a point of national pride. And what is the Olympics if not a series of shows of national pride?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
thing about anime and manga, the Japan literally milks it, you know? it's it, I think economically anime is like the top the top profit in Japan, I think. Yeah. So I think that's all the reason they would like milk it like that, you know?
Citation needed, but absolutely.
Yeah.
It feels true, therefore it must be.
I mean, also like with the new Prime Minister of Japan, like animators should have like better work fields. So the quality of anime that we're gonna get should be better. So like even more profit for Japan.
I mean, Mappa just, raised the bar by a lot for just like Jujutsu Kaisen itself, you know?
I'm still waiting for Chainsaw Man because that trailer looks amazing.
Yeah.
It seems so realistic.
It is.
Yes.
I mean,
You know
UFO
the
Table
anime
as
is
well.
going
UFO Table as well like has some really fucking good animation. It's like it's almost euphoric to be honest. Like the animation of
Yeah.
UFO Table is almost euphoric. I mean, if they don't like evade taxes anymore, we should be good.
Allegedly. Just protect yourself.
Allegedly.
Protect yourself.
So did
That's
you all
what
watch
that's what I would
Violet
suggest.
Evergarden?
Oh, oh yeah. I
I
enjoyed
remember watching a bit of that. Yeah.
So
the episode
this
10 just destroy my butt very, very hard.
yeah, the one with the
Little
child
girl.
that yeah.
The
That
girl
that
on
that
my
that episode was like deep. But like the whole story for me it's like not the best story out there, you know. But the animations and the art style,
was amazing.
bruh,
To
it
try,
was so good.
yeah.
It's like the eyes were drawn perfectly. The
The
hair
eyes, the
was
water, everything, the movement of the
everything, bro.
characters, the
Everything.
light.
The budget of Seven Deadly Sins was like in 2 frames.
You can put the whole budget of Seven Deadly Sins, and you can even make them one episode of Violet Evergarden with that budget.
Man, 2 frames, 2 frames.
2 frames.
I mean, sometimes you want junk food and sometimes you want a well put together meal. But yeah, UFO Table has consistently knocked it out of the park animation wise, and they've worked on so many different things. Fate Zero, I think, is the first time I saw their work, and wow.
Uh, it was not until I, I don't remember the name. Blade Works. No, it was not Blade Works. Let me check. Give me
Are you
a
talking
sec.
about Unlimited Blade Works?
No. The Unlimited Blade Works. No, the purple one. I just forgot the name.
Oh, Heaven's Feel.
Heaven's Feel. Heaven's Feel fights are very, very known. I haven't seen Fate Zero, but Fate, the whole
Those
concept of Fate.
those
But
are also in movies, right? Yeah, because
that are
the
movies.
whole Heaven's Feel is a series of films, and they can really go to town on the budget in those.
Yeah, Heaven Feels just exploded the internet. Heaven Feels along Tanjiro fight with um well, not Tanjiro, Rengoku with Akasa. That fights are the best thing that Unfotable has to offer to the public.
Man, it was so good.
Those both fights are just amazing. They really push it very hard to make some really good uh product.
No, another anime that I really enjoyed was Steins Gate. You know it?
It's good. Okay.
I've heard good things.
I haven't seen it, but Stefan
Like
is very good.
you have to be like 100% concentration 100% to like even remotely understand what's happening. But when
Okay.
you understand it, that's when it hits.
Okay. The
It's a
ones.
Galaxy Brain anime.
It's yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I
Okay.
didn't understand it until like one of my friends actually just
When
explained the thing to me.
the whole story. That
Yeah.
that happens also with Evangelion because if you didn't get the small reference of the whole story, at the end you will be completely lost. Evangelion, I saw it was very hard to understand if someone else just don't explain it to you.
Well, it's all very simple. You see angels, they're attacking, and they have AT fields, which is bad. But Avas, which are not angels, can punch angels, and bada bing, you got it. You're good. Everything else is just a result of that. Also, get in the robot, Shinji. That's the main thing people need to know.
Honestly, I still don't get it. The story, like, so you have a female character, and then you got a person riding or controlling the robot. That's until now. That's pretty much what I'm understanding in Neon Evangelion.
The oldest and bloodiest Best Girl War, I believe. Probably not the oldest. That's definitely citation needed, but I've seen it spice up now and again. It's very, very dangerous.
Did you all watch Darling in the Franxx?
I was just about to say.
This was like what? It's like I can't see the story. I can't see that, but like what? Who does what?
I only read Darling in the Franks for the articles. I don't know what you mean.
You don't know the positions, bruh.
I don't know. I just heard like it was a very okay show, so like it never really caught my attention, so I just never watched it.
It's like the girls have to go into some position, some like
very
Oh.
sexual position to operate the machine
You
mecha.
must
Yeah.
fan service to operate the mecha.
yeah, and
Yeah.
then the guys would just sit 2 centimeters. Like
Oh my god.
if someone had like
Just Google it. Google it. You'll see.
Yeah,
Fan
but they also
service
have
at its
to have
finest.
a connection. They have to have a connection.
yeah, I can't connection.
A what exactly now? We're having a what now?
You know, a
It's
connection.
like-
A connection.
Yeah,
Just perfectly chaste connection. You know, it's all good.
they gotta
Okay.
vibe with each other first.
It's like I would
before they
imagine
go
they
into that.
can't do this like the first thing at the morning because like it wouldn't fit,
I
2
mean,
centimeters ain't enough, bruh.
I've just heard. Like, I watched a chunk of Darling in the Franks, and I think I stopped at episode 13, which is apparently a good place to stop. Can you comment on this? Jennifer?
You've seen
Honestly,
the
all
positions already.
Yeah, all I remember was the positions. That's all I remember. The plot I don't remember it at all. Like that's how like I don't even
Well,
remember the plot.
It's like they zoom in, you know.
Yeah, like that's the main focus of the show. No, I'm kidding.
That sounds like every
It's like
14-year-old's dream come true.
so
the more the
basically,
connection is, the more strong the thing is.
oh no.
And
Dr.
then the
Frank said,
ironic,
we're going to save the humanity with robots. What is going to power them? Teenagers
Oh,
being teenagers. Let's go.
the most ironic thing is like the one who gets on with the character 02, he gets his life force out of him, quite literally.
Yeah.
It's something about the real life that, like, makes sense.
I think what happened is Dr. Franks realized, like, wait, we're in an anime universe, everybody, but I don't want to tell you that and sort of ruin your lives by having you think about it. So let's harness anime tropes to become the most powerful force in this fictional world. What is big in anime? Big robots and fan service. Let's find a way to work those together. Done.
I mean,
So
yeah, like
for some reason, it got into like some people really got into this shit, and I don't know exactly how.
Yes, for some reason.
for some unknown reason, people really like Darling in the Franks.
For
It
some
was for the article.
unholy reason.
Of course, you too.
Yes, there are exactly 02 reasons to get into Darling in the Franks. Let's enumerate them.
Number one, the mechas from inside. Number two, whoever is like operating the mechas. Number three, the connection.
The connection.
That's three
man.
reasons, but I respect going beyond, above and beyond.
But yeah, fan service really is a problem in anime. Like it's like a lot of the times it feels forced. Like fan service feels forced because they want to rack up on the views on the anime, so they profit more. But like it gets really annoying. Like yeah, sure, I'm a horny teenager, but like not right now.
It's
Well,
like,
just because you're not the target audience doesn't mean the target audience isn't getting hit. I get why you'd want to put it in, but no, I also agree. Like, please justify this somehow. Like, oh, okay, they need it to power the robot. Okay, yeah, that's fine. It's plot motivated. It's all good. It's fine.
I mean, I'm not saying there should be none. I'm just saying like it should be in moderation because like right now it feels very excessive. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, in Fire Force, for example, the season 2 thing. Maybe the last 2 or 3 episodes was just like the cat girl getting undressed again, 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 and again.
Yeah,
It's
bro,
like,
with Fire
why?
Force, it's what if with Fire Force, it's wild, especially with that girl. It's very wild how the fan service like creeps in.
Okay, now the show is called Fire Force, so I imagine it's a force that deals with fire. Am I on track so far?
Yeah, basically.
Do her
Yeah.
clothes keep getting burned away?
No,
Not
not exactly.
exactly.
Okay, good. I just wanted to confirm that she wasn't given like a flammable costume that would explode in the Fire Force. That's okay. Thank you for addressing my concern. I know nothing about this show except what you've told me, and that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So basically, the thing is, she has like bad luck, which automatically translates in her undressing everything every way, every time she like falls down.
And she undresses in the way impossible ways. She's just walking on some place and my dress
Boom,
turned down.
naked.
Boom, yeah, yeah, that happens.
She like walks into a room, trips and falls. While she was falling, a pencil was dropped down. The pencil grips her clothes. That could be it.
Wow, that's okay. That sounds wild.
I mean, yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
Don't
Like
just
this,
keep hammering the fan service button. People will eventually realize what you're doing.
it's like the anime, the story needs just a little bit of like just fine tuning. the animations and sound effects, like the sound effects are one of the best I've heard. You know,
True.
like let me get like a scene from some.
I could share in the chat if see people, someone wants to see the best sound effect that show is share us, and you will really enjoy it.
Think I can get a video from here.
Hang on, did you pop it into chat, or are you going to pop it into chat? Is this a statement of intention or a statement of I've done this?
We
Intention.
who's gonna pop into chat first?
Okay.
Who knows what?
So what is that one anime that like you feel
Gabby.
is very
All right, so while we're
overrated?
looking for an example of bad fan service, what's an example of good fan service? Like, what's the bright side of this? What is something where people went, ah, yes, tastefully applied, well done, clap, clap.
I do not have any example whatsoever on that.
Just watch from like second 50 or something. Yeah, it's the same thing.
You won. You won this time.
Yeah, the first one from like the timestamp 50 seconds, I think. Like, before it was like actually a good thing, but like the 50, the second 50 thing was like the more iconic one.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think is like the most overrated anime for like you guys? Because to me it's Hunter x Hunter.
No, bro, don't hate on
What a spicy comment at this point in the show.
Very spicy.
Don't hate
We
on him,
gotta
bro.
have a conversation going, so I have to add something spicy.
No, for me, the like most overrated anime that was like overly overrated was Hunter x Hunter. It was Hunter x Hunter. What the fuck? No, it was Attack on Titan.
Okay.
Attack on Titan was
I think
like
I have to agree with you.
yeah, Attack on Titan was way overrated. It was like for some part of time it was like even more than it had higher rating than Full Metal Alchemist, right?
I mean, it's a show that hit and then moved beyond just people who know what anime is. As soon as something crosses that line, you're going to get renowned, you're going to get popular. Kind of like Sword Art Online or Naruto or Sailor Moon. You know, as soon as people who aren't specifically looking for it recognize what it is, you've hit a vein of something that's going to keep people talking for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it still on top right now?
Are we looking? Are we judging based on my anime list or what?
Yeah,
I don't
probably
know.
on my anime list. I'll
'Cause
check
I-
real quick.
I'm judging by the reaction it has on people in general. Like for example, in social media, that everyone start talking about it. I think it doesn't have quite the same effect it has a few months ago when the final season was streamed. I think it will make a boom again when the second part of the
Yeah,
final
when the
season
ending comes, the internet will break
will
quite
break.
literally.
Okay.
But after that, months after that, I think it will not be on top of everyone's comments,
No,
everyone's.
it's like faded away, not like Naruto. Naruto is still in our hearts, you know.
Yeah, that's the case. That's between Naruto and that. I I will make my point of really overrated anime as Dragon Ball.
Whoa, ho, 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 ho. Just
Hold
walking
up
into our
right
house
there.
and punching grandpa in the face.
We have a lot of spicy takes here.
All
Yeah.
right. So,
I mean, let's put like a new rule: no hating on the big three.
wait, no, like we need to remain honest. If people have these opinions, that's great. It just needs to be like, hey, please, like, explain how, like, develop your thoughts on this. You can't just drop a spicy take and walk away. That's just like podcast fan service. We're not here for that.
Okay, okay. Well, and this day, Dragon Ball has made a lot of impact in the society, and I think Dragon Ball for that moment was very interesting for the people to watch, but it it lacks of some things. It has, I think, it has some not very developed plots, you know, not very developed villains. You know, it has this. I think it has a similar formula between some arc like Freezer, then you turn to Cell, then you turn to Majin Buu. I think it has a similar formula, and it gets kind of repeating.
Oh, fair dues. But isn't that just shonen anime in general? Here's a new big bad. Go do what you do to it, protagonist.
I'm gonna drop a hot take on Full Metal Alchemist, but like, don't.
Oh no.
Not so hot. Not so hot. So for me, I think the how should I say it? The series of like actions happening in Full Metal Alchemist, it's like from the start till like part of the middle, it's too, how should I say it, linear, you know?
Okay. Just to confirm, are you discussing Full Metal Alchemist the series that was?
No,
Are you
the
discussing Full Metal
Brotherhood,
Alchemist the manga? Are you talking Brotherhood? Or are you talking? You're talking
just
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood. Yeah.
Okay. And can you define the halfway point?
Um, uh, the um, the one where they knew where how the red stones were made. That was like, you know,
Okay. Yeah. No.
philosopher's stones.
I'll agree that it goes through that quite quickly, but the reason for that is that the original Full Metal Alchemist series lingered for a long time in that space because they didn't have more. The manga wasn't completely written yet. They had up until, I think, Greed, and after that, they sort of vamped on what they knew and what they expected was coming, and that was done with the blessing of the series writer. But the reason Brotherhood shoots through that is because it's ground that's been covered. So no, I'll agree. Like, there's a big asterisk over like the first
It's like,
first
and they
volume
treat
until
it
Greed.
they treat it as like the character development is just normal, but like, is it? You know, it's like for other animes, it's like the series of actions just like becomes, let's say, very dark in some part, and then becomes like moderate in some other parts. It's, you know, ups and downs, yeah. But like for Full Metal Alchemist, the way I see it, the Brotherhood especially, maybe only, it like it goes in not ups and downs. It goes linearly from like from down to up. You know, it does not have like the surprise thing.
You mean like they get depressed or feel sad and then gradually feel better? Like, what do you mean down to up? Just to confirm. Just to confirm.
So let's say, um,
That's it. Pick a character. Walk me through it.
okay, let's say Naruto, for example. For example, it's like when oh shit, am I gonna spoil it for anyone?
Are you gonna spoil Naruto for anyone?
Yeah, maybe
I
not.
I think everyone's watched Naruto, to be honest, so I don't really think there's anyone who's gonna get spoiled.
It's okay.
So let's say like when Jiraiya died,
No.
it was like so steep in the down, you know. and like when it's like sudden changes, you know. But like in Full Metal Alchemist, I didn't notice that much sudden change. It's like it just goes up, 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 up.
Hmm.
You know?
Well, what they'd been looking for up until that point was if we have a philosopher's stone, we'll be able to fix ourselves. And then they learn how it's made and go, oh, dang. And
It's
based
it's
on that, can go, all right, that's not our goal anymore. Let's figure out a way to do this that doesn't involve the way philosopher's stones are made.
yeah, you know. So it's like somewhat very gradual, the way I see it. It sometimes is a good thing, but for me, it wasn't the best, you know.
Okay,
But
I
let
can
but
I
le-
can respect that.
but let me tell you, the last episodes they
Ooh,
they pump, bro.
yeah, but
They bang.
I feel like the reason they pump is like, oh, okay, all these characters are going to do cool things, but if you don't know who they are, you're just going to go like, oh, okay, I guess a bunch of people, I guess a guy in a snow jacket with a crocodile arm is here now. Whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Some of the crocodile arms and everything. You know, the part where they were like in the northern thing with the ice and everything.
Yeah, at Fort Briggs.
Am I the only one seeing like most of it was like just filling?
I mean, it's sort of like, let's go north. We need to talk with the commander here, and we're fairly certain that something's going to happen under where you are. So, I mean, by the point they run into Sloth, they've done what they came to do, and they can start confirming their theories about various things. I, I don't know. I don't feel that there's a whole lot of filler in Brotherhood, especially because it knows what it's doing and what it sets up just kind of goes where it's going. That being said, I'm open to like re-looking at certain points and
It's
reevaluating.
maybe because like I'm so how should I say it, so accustomed to anime going so random, so thing. Like I'm so accustomed. Like anime should not go step by step like normal things, you know. But then Brotherhood does that, and for me, I think it's just
Hmm.
a me thing, yeah.
No, fair dues.
But like when it all wraps up, and the black things was like the whole story.
Hmm.
That story was good. Like I can vouch for that.
Hmm.
Like everything wraps around, and the eye of the thing opens, and then, oh my god.
It's wild. It's a very good show, but no, I agree. Like the first 11 episodes are just a speed run of here's what we've done so far. Anyways, here's the new stuff. Enjoy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that happens. I think people complain a little bit of that way of treating the series because in Fullmetal Alchemist from 2003, people enjoy a little bit more. It's okay if I made a spoiler.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
sure, go ahead.
it was
When we
fine.
I
edit
think
it, I'll put a spoiler warning for like the following anime. We'll just
any
keep
Um,
it.
series that's like older than 10 years, I feel like is cool to spoil. But no, absolutely, like putting a warning.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be
um,
at like the first of the episode. Before the episode starts, I'm just gonna put a spoiler warning.
Yeah, yeah.
okay, okay. A spoiler warning. Um, when Shotoker turned his daughter into a chimera, I think people complained that it was good in Brotherhood. Well, I'm not gonna deny that, but the moment was so more touching in the original anime from 2003, and moments like that will have that same energy that things are being just be running, being treated so fast.
Hmm.
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah, that happens. But anyway, Brotherhood is still, I think, a masterpiece of an anime, and everyone could just enjoy it. Everyone could just start. with it and see what it has to offer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've banged this drum enough. I feel like we can move on to something else. But what I just posted into chat the top anime series according to myanimelist.net, and they've got a whole they show the formula, but
Oh wow,
yeah,
Stan's Gate is really high. Let's
it,
go.
it
People
does
know
look
it.
like wait, Shingeki no Kyojin season 3 part 2. Oh, okay, that's number 2 on the list. Like Brotherhood's at the top, and then you've got Attack on Titan season 3 part
Brotherhood
2.
is like always
Which
at
is
the top, bro.
extremely specific. My goodness.
But look at like the third one.
Steins Gate, yeah,
Yeah.
and then
You gotta
Gintama.
watch it, man. You gotta
Gintama?
watch it. I haven't seen Gintama. Like,
I appreciate that
that?
Gintama is at spots 4 and 6.
I've never heard about it. What the fuck?
Gintama is sort of a comedy series. I haven't seen very much of it, but it has to do with
it's
sort
a
of
lot. Oh wow.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, it's a failed samurai doing odd jobs after Earth was either conquered or visited by aliens. And yeah, just a cast of colorful characters who do odd jobs for various wacky clients and
Why is
have a lot of
IQ
fun moments
8.8?
along the way.
It's not that good, you know.
Well,
I mean, it has its fans.
you're allowed to disagree with whatever you're looking for. Like this is a huge collection of things, and they've got their own formula for how they're rating these. Goodness, top upcoming. That's a strange category to have.
You know, in Hunter x Hunter, they had like three. They had like 3 episodes where they were playing dodgeball. Okay.
Okay.
Those 3 episodes, like I can argue that they are somewhat better than like whole animes that are based on sports.
Okay, you have a rock point.
Like,
It's
is
like,
it?
Icy point.
Are they playing wacky sports with their powers?
it's like no. It's like the same how should I say, same rules, same everything, but just like powering up, powering up the play. But like it has feelings, it has everything, it has animations.
That's going to
It's
be
good
really
overall.
hard to defend,
You
to be
should at
honest.
least watch those 3.
Again, we've got a whole list of potential topics to work off of based on future projects.
Yeah, but Stefan, you should have like you should watch Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, like tell me which specific episode to look at. I don't have time to watch all of it in any reasonable time frame.
But the thing is, it's like all of it is like building to a. How should I say it? It's all important.
See, that's the
Maybe
thing
the
with
first.
uni students. We don't have time to watch anime.
No,
It's
we
like
need
maybe
like
the first part with the Hunter exam. I think it was not that important.
just give me the anime Spark Notes and I can watch what you're watching. It's all good.
No, but like, if for any reason you had like an extra free time, just watch Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, let me just go into the time dilation chamber and
It's one of
super
the
train
classics.
on my anime.
It's one of the classics, bro.
I believe it. There's all sorts of classics I hadn't seen until very recently. Like I watched Evangelion over Christmas break.
Okay.
It popped onto Netflix. I was like, okay, I should probably watch this fundamental piece that's missing from my anime knowledge, and I did. Honestly, I'd like to watch Cowboy Bebop next, and it looks like Netflix is going to start doing that. So I feel like I should start sooner rather than later.
I think
Add Hunter x Hunter to the list.
like the thing that was missing for me is JoJo. I started JoJo today.
Oh my goodness. Welcome to the deep end.
It's like
You're in for
the
a
first
wild
episode, like
ride.
the ending, it was like somewhat serious, yeah, and then
hang hang on.
and
First
then
episode of JoJo part
the 2012 one.
The first part?
oh, you mean like Golden Wind? You mean JoJo Golden Wind?
No, it's JoJo Bizarre Adventures, but
Phantom
like
Blood,
the
Yes.
part
2012 one.
So Phantom Blood with Jonathan Joestar and Dio Brando, the brash teens who hate each other.
Dio Brando and Jonathan Joestar.
The episode that ends with a dog and then not a dog.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you're
And then
still at the
and
beginning.
then after all this, it's like the ending is like the meme music, and I was just like laughing. I was just laughing nonstop, you know.
Oh no, you laughed nonstop after the first episode ended and bad things happened.
It's like the first episode, bad things, serious things, and then like the ending is meme music, you know.
You're in for
Oh
a
god.
Yeah.
Well,
wild ride.
it's meme. It reads as meme music now because it's been used for that so much. But no, I see what you mean.
But you know, it's
Roundabout
like
is delightful.
it's so like hardwired into our brains that this is meme music. We have to laugh at it, you know.
I mean, if any show ended with "Never Gonna Give You Up," it would immediately lose all of its like serious or originally intended nature because "Never Gonna Give You Up" is a meme now. I guess, yeah,
Rick rolls.
But
pretty
I mean, I
much. But
guess,
hey, now you know where the meme comes from.
yeah, but I mean, I guess like it's different with the JoJo ending because it originally was for the ending, then it became a meme. Not like if we had
It,
like Never Gonna Give You Up as an ending because we already know that's
yeah,
a
but
meme.
like the
I
JoJo
mean,
memes, they break through the internet. You know, someone that does not have any interest in anime, like most probably knows like
At
half
least
of the
one
themes in JoJo or something.
nigger in the yo.
Yeah. I mean, with JoJo, like it sparked a lot of internet memes and like internet culture in general has been influenced by JoJo a lot.
Huh?
It's like, and some people said it was like weird and everything, but like I've watched like the first two episodes. It's actually good. Like story
You haven't
wise,
seen the weird
it's
part
just
yet.
oh
I
yeah.
I mean, yes,
Well,
it is. It's going to get more and more bizarre as time goes on. I just want to note, like, for the record, it looks like "Roundabout," the song that's actually used to end the shows, was released in 1971, and "Never Gonna Give You Up" was released in 1987, and the JoJo show we're watching was made in the early 2010s. So the age is there. It's anything that like people like they chose "Roundabout" because they like the way it ended, and there's probably more stories behind that. But any bit of music that we don't that is just part of our lives can either be taken in something and recontextualized, like "Roundabout" by Yes was, or "Never Gonna Give You Up" was, and just completely lose it. Like "Fly Me to the Moon," when Evangelion was adapted for Netflix, it lost the "Fly Me to the Moon" ending, and people lost their collective, you know. People were upset that the thing that they originally associated with the anime wasn't there anymore.
Yeah.
Do you wanna like
But yeah, you've got so much to go through.
yeah.
And the endings in season 3 use another song that you'll recognize from elsewhere, but which is used there, and it's oddly specific. And I won't ruin it because it's delightful the first time you hear it and you just go, wait, oh my god.
The first time I heard the like the first ending, it was like, wait, what? Am I hearing right? I checked my headphones, like, what?
You're like, oh man, that oven's closed. Oh no. And then oh!
It's like dun, 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 dun. but but you know the animations are actually good. The art style is questionable, you know.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I mean, Araki has had his art exhibited in the Louvre.
So that's also a hot take that we could talk about. Like that's another good
It's
topic
like
to talk about.
questionable. It's debatable. It's not bad.
If
It's
we're gonna be gods, if we're gonna be talking about JoJo's, we're gonna have to like we're gonna have to name very specific parts to work with.
Yeah, yes, it's gonna be very wild when we're gonna talk about JoJo's because like
I think
each
that
part has a
most of the recent thing I've seen on the internet is like someone just licking a cherry so vigorously.
you'll have time to see that. But I mean, like, yeah, the art style changes as you progress through through the part or like through the series. It's gonna change multiple times. But I think it stops changing
Hmm.
around part five. Like part five and onwards, it just stays the same. Araki finally.
Well,
Okay.
that
You
remains.
know,
Part 6 is going to be released very soon.
for some reason they just put text in the animation. That's just
I mean,
hilarious.
yeah, that's the manga's stylistic flourish. Like the words menacing
Yeah,
popping in and sort of adding to the threatening vibe. Like that's their whole thing. In fact, later on, a character will gain the ability to use words drawn into his environment to make himself to do various effects.
Whoa.
Damn.
Yeah,
yeah. But I mean, I think like from part five and onwards, Araki finally found his art style, and that did not change. Because like I've read
But
like
like
part six, part seven, and like halfway through part eight, like that did not change. At least from like what I saw, he did not change his art style from like part five.
I really look forward to seeing how Stone Ocean turns out. Like I'm looking forward to riding that train
it's
again.
like every time they take like a pose when they're like just standing still. I left like
You're gonna
their
see a
poses.
lot of poses.
You just
It's like
know.
defying gravity, you know.
Wait till you
And
see that like pose in part three. I don't want to spoil it for you, but like there was one pose that will literally break your spine. I don't know how people pull it off, to be honest.
With vim, vigor, and anime bodies.
I don't know why, but the one that drew like Jojo and Dio and everyone, he built them like fucking tanks, you know.
Yeah, that was the style at the time. Like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is a show. Haha. The show you're watching, Phantom Blood, the animation was created in 2012, but this manga has been going since the 80s, and it's been the same author this whole time who just occasionally sort of clears the board and moves things forward. Like for the first little while, he wanted to do a punching anime because Hakuto no Ken was big at the time. So it was all about big burly dudes doing punches. So he did that, and then
Then
it
it escalated.
shifted it, and then he shifted it again. It's like it went from fighting with sunlight to fighting with sunlight, but different and more clever, but still built like big dudes. And part five's protagonist is very small because by that point it was like, oh, I can build characters that aren't these huge burly dudes, and it will still be interesting to watch because the styles had changed by then.
It's like in 7 years, everyone is like tanks. It's like the time skip in the anime.
I
Just
mean,
like
even watching like American movies from that time, the protagonists are like Arnold Schwarzenegger, they're Jean Claude Van Damme, they're big dudes, capital B, capital D, just huge.
I mean, that was what like
yeah,
people wanted at the time. So like that was what like
I
the
think that
media
sums
was.
it up.
Now it's become more diverse and like big,
Well,
you
sums
have
a
like
number of things
big,
up
tall
probably. But
people.
you know,
You have
honestly, enjoy watching JoJo's. That's fantastic. Honestly, it's a great show.
yeah. You'll definitely like it.
Hopefully, I'll have like enough time, you know, to finish it in under a month.
Under a month. Okay, hang on. What parts of JoJo are you planning to finish in under a month?
Wait, isn't it like 3 parts and that's it?
Nope.
Oh,
How many
Part
parts?
one is Phantom Blood. It's 13 episodes long, I think.
Yeah, I
Okay,
think like
fine.
wait, no,
Yeah.
check.
isn't it 25?
It's
No.
25 episodes because part 2 starts, and that's called Battle Tendency, and that's another 12 episodes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you've got Stardust Crusaders, which is 2 seasons of anime.
Okay.
And then you've got Diamond is Unbreakable, which is more. Like, I can look up all the specific numbers for you if you like, but the fact is, you're looking at a mountain here. You can definitely finish like on a university student schedule. You can definitely have a look at Phantom Blood and go through it in a month. You might even be able to get through parts of Battle Tendency, but JoJo's as a whole is huge, and by the time you catch up, more of it will be being made right now.
Yeah, I mean
Oh
there's
fuck!
part
There's so
8
much of
finished in the manga, and like there's rumors that he's gonna start writing part 9 now. So like by the time
Mm.
like you reach like part 5, there's gonna be like part 6 animated, part 7 animated,
Yeah.
possibly 8 as well.
So look at it this way. Each season, each JoJo will go through a complete arc, and then their story will end. And then you'll move on. And whether you enjoy the connections or keep watching is up to you. Maybe a part doesn't agree with you and you want to shift around elsewhere, go for a different vibe. Maybe you don't want Indiana Jones. Maybe you want Italian gangsters. Just shift right to that.
Okay, that
Wait,
sounds
but
amazing.
like they all connect in some way, like
Yes, they're all
story-wise.
JoJo.
Mm.
You'll see how they connect like when you progress through the parts, you'll see how they connect together.
Mm.
That's I might watch it like slow and steady.
No, absolutely. Please take your time. Take your time. Enjoy the road. You only get to watch JoJo's for the first time once.
Yeah, I've like I've like wanted to watch, Monster.
Oh, me too. Me too. I want to watch
I've
that.
started like 5 episodes and then like I lost interest in it.
Why?
Not just because like as a story, it's starting not that bad, but like the progression is somewhat unknown. It's like just there's a huge time skip in the middle where no one knows who did what.
Okay.
And then now it's like that's just the first like 5 episodes.
Okay. Okay. I understand.
Now he's like the main protagonist. He found the main antagonist just like that.
5 episodes.
It's like, how does that anime work? But yeah, should I continue to watch it or just watch JoJo?
I don't know. I just got curiosity because I'm planning to watch Monster in the future, so I want to
I mean,
know
for
your
me
thoughts.
right now, like as university and everything, I tend to like watch an episode of anime or something just like to make it more fun for me to like alleviate
Mm,
the pain of the subjects.
pain of
So
being a student. Right.
and that monster is like it's not bad, but like it does not have the fun thing.
Okay. Okay.
Jojo has a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. No, like JoJo's is very, very wild. It's bizarre, you might say. It is
It's bizarre, it's
adventure, which
wild,
is bizarre.
it's serious and hilarious in the same time. That's so you know.
Yeah, it's like it's very serious, and then they strike a pose, and you go,
There's a
And
meme.
then Dio, for example, just does the stare or something, and I'm on the ground. Yeah, I think that's it for me. Got something to do. I think I think I have a quiz like tomorrow. No, no, Monday. Then I have a midterm in like 2 weeks.
Okay.
And like I am way back on all of the courses.
No,
Mm.
definitely take some time to go through your full series of courses then. Like, watch the first to 13th episodes, get ready for the midterms, and then you can watch the season finale from 14 to 26 once you've finished with the midterm show. You'll be good.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe that's what I'm gonna do. So, Stefan, which year are you in?
Second year.
Damn.
I
You said second
mean,
year of
communication studies. Last year was
communications.
entirely remote. This year was intended to be in person, but it's sort of going more hybrid so far.
It has a lot of courses that you still have to take online, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
it's the same, and it doesn't feel the same
online
at the same
online
I
time.
mean,
courses are scam,
it's nice
bro.
for my gas bill.
I have to like pay for eConcordia, and then I have to pay for the lab kits, and then I have to pay. It's like never ending.
I
And
mean, with
even with
Econcordia, like
even
technically you're paying for the textbook because they give you the textbook as well on
man, I
Econcordia.
don't need the freaking textbook.
Fair enough.
No, for eConcordia they do not give you the textbook.
I mean,
Ah,
for
yeah,
my 212, for like Cohen 212, they gave me the textbook for free when I paid for it.
Wait, wait, does it
You
have the
just say like,
textbook for
"Welcome to
free?
TWJ, the Econcordia Review
Yeah.
podcast."
But like eConcordia is somewhat like more. It's so much better than Moodle. Moodle is bad.
yeah.
I
I will
mean,
not deny that.
Oh goodness, this is all the spicy takes that are going to be extremely specific.
I think it's better if we end the first episode here, if before we get like
Yeah.
questioned, like or like, yeah, you know.
I will say that you're right that Moodle was better before they adapted it into an anime. You know,
It was. It
Good one, good one,
was.
good one. So, yeah, I think that's it for the first ever podcast to Think Japan, I guess. Does anyone have like anything
Yeah.
else to talk about?
That's all.
Okay, fine for me.
enjoy anime responsibly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't like put it over like your work or like your studies and stuff. Watch it when
Unless
you're
you work
free.
in anime, in which case, like, great job, hot damn.
God damn, you've won at
Really
life.
like that.
So,
You've
yeah,
actually like one life.
yeah. So, yeah, that's the first episode of our podcast. We hope that you guys enjoyed it, and we hope that you keep on watching our podcast because we'll have a lot of more spicy takes than we have presented here.
I mean, the spicy takes again, they're just the fan service. The meat and potatoes are going to be there too. Like,
Yeah,
we'll have more
Yeah.
structure in the future.
we'll
We'll
have
have a pattern.
we'll probably like set up a schedule. For now, we don't really have a schedule. It's probably gonna be like once a week or like 2 weeks, depending on everyone's like how much schoolwork do they have.
That
But
will
we
be an
have
interesting editing schedule, my friend.
oh yeah, oh damn, I'm the one editing. I know how it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. But yeah, that's it for our first podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, see you soon.
Let's
Sayonara.
go.
Ayun na lang.